Good morning, everyone. Welcome to episode 4 and and week 11. This is Barry Beer here on the Daily Raps here, coming up to 10:30 on this Wednesday morning here. Thanks for joining me here in the studio. Well, today I'd like to tell you all about hearty winter soups. Now, who loves a hearty winter soup on a cold winter's night? Let me know down below. And this is what episode 4 of the Daily Raps is all about. A hearty winter soup, guys, is a great way to warm the soul and a good way to warm the body up on the inside. There are plenty of nourishing soups around these days, such as tomato, chicken and sweet corn, vegetable, vichyssoise, which is leek and potato soup, which is what I had last night with a couple of pieces of toast. Yum. And there is beetroot soup, vegetable soup, beef, vegetable, and barley, and of course, there's the beetroot soup, which I've mentioned. And soups, guys, are so easy to swallow and you can't go wrong with them. So why not get your pots out and your favorite ingredients and get a nice hearty soup made for the cold, wet winter's night. And a soup, guys, is a great way to have with the evening meal with some crusty bread or as a starter before the first course. Now, a leek and potato soup, guys, is very easy, so look up a recipe for leek and potato soup because I can tell you will absolutely love it. So if you and your family love a hearty leek and potato soup for dinner one night, look up a recipe for that and many other soups too. And vegetable soup, guys, okay, you just can't go wrong with that either. Now, vegetable soup, what do you put in it? Well, you put turnips, carrots, onions, celery, kidney beans, white beans, green beans, potatoes, sweet potato, pumpkin, tomatoes, potatoes, I mentioned that, and why not put sweet potato in there as well? And vegetable soup is so full of nutrition and packed with goodness and vitamins, and you guys are getting your 5 serves of vegetables a day. 5 serves, guys, is what we need to get the body, well, to keep the body working. And how about putting some quinoa in there now? That's a grain now. Have you ever put quinoa in your dishes? Let me know down below here. I'd like to hear from you. Now, another grain you can put in your soup is barley. Now, barley is a special type of ingredient which you put in your soup as well. And another soup, guys, is a delicious pea and ham soup. Now, pea and ham soup, you just can't go wrong with that either. And how do you make it? Well, you put a couple of packets of split peas in, you soak them in water overnight, and then you add your ham hock, which is ham on the bone, and you just put that in the pot and let the peas and the ham simmer for a couple of hours, and you can add a couple of other things in there too, like your favorite stock, or you can add some carrots and some celery and some maybe even potatoes or even whatever floats your boat. So soups, guys, you just can't go wrong with it. Soups are a great way to warm up the soul, like I've just said at the beginning of this program today. Well, coming up on episode 4, what to do with the leftover spaghetti sauce. So that's coming up. Welcome back to episode 4. This is Barry Fair here on Wednesday morning, the 10th of June, and the time is nearly 25 minutes to 11 o'clock here. And now on episode 4 on the Daily Wraps with Barry Fair, I'd like to talk about what you can do with the leftover spaghetti sauce which you made to make spaghetti bolognese. Well, with the leftover spaghetti sauce, guys, you can make a toasted chapel, okay, make a lasagna, make nachos, savory mince on toast, and you can serve that with rice or mashed potato. And having a big batch of leftover spaghetti meat sauce, guys, you can do it. You can do anything with it. You can put it in potatoes in their jackets and sprinkle grated cheese over the top of it, and then melt the cheese in the microwave or in the oven. So why let good bolognese meat sauce go to waste when there are many delicious recipes you can cook with it? You can even make a pasta bake out of it and use up some leftover cooked pasta too. Spoon your meat sauce into an oven-proof dish, make up vegetable sauce, and then sprinkle with some grated cheese and bake in the oven until your cheese is melted. So there are so many things, guys, that you can do with the leftover cooked mince, because you must use the mince, guys, as soon as possible, because if you don't use it up, it will go to waste. And even you can have mince with pasta for lunch. Take some to work and heat it up in the microwave in the office and sprinkle some grated cheese over, and then you can melt the cheese in the microwave, and I can tell you guys it is absolutely beautiful. I can't have cheese, but I can tell you you will absolutely love the leftover bolognese sauce recipe that I have given you. And you can even make a mazzaka out of the leftover mince too. So like I said, don't throw the leftover mince out. Use it up and make a shepherd's pie out of it as well. And use up some leftover mashed potato and sprinkle some cheese over and bake the pie in the oven or grill it until the cheese melts. And that's what you do with the leftovers. You can even make a family meat pie out of the leftover mince. So there are so many things, guys, you can do with the leftover bolognese sauce. So don't throw it out. You use the mince, the leftover cooked meat sauce for chapels, stuffed potatoes, lasagna, shepherd's pie, you name it, it's all there. So don't let the food go to waste. Use it up. And I will take a break. Welcome back to episode 4 and what you can do with leftover mince. Now, with leftover cooked mince, guys, you can make a vast array of delicious recipes, like a pasta bake, like I mentioned, or a mazzaka, or lasagna, or nachos, okay? Anything that you like. Don't let mince go to waste, guys. Use it up, okay? You can even have savory mince, like I've mentioned. So all you've got to do, guys, is chop up a couple of onions, okay? And then mix that in and even make up some nachos, which I will tell you how to make. Just spoon some leftover meat sauce into some oven-proof dishes, okay? Or a big oven-proof dish, okay? Add some grated cheese over the top with some corn chips and some kidney beans and some sour cream. And if you like your nachos spicy, you can have some chilies in there as well. And on the next part 4 of the day, on episode 4, which I will continue later today, I will be talking about how to use up the leftover roast lamb or chicken or beef or pork or even turkey. And I'll even talk about how to use up the leftover veggies too. So stay around for the continuation of episode 4. I'm Barry Fair. The time is coming up to 11:15 here on Wednesday, the 10th of June. Thanks for joining me here in the studio today. I will be back with you later on today to continue episode 4. So don't go away. stay with me because there's plenty more to come on episode 4 today. I'm Barry Fair. Thanks for joining me here.